Matthew and his girlfriend bought a house together 4 years ago. With this email, they're writing in saying this should be a red flag, by the way, to anybody who is thinking about buying a house with a spouse. Well, not so much spouse, but girlfriend, boyfriend, that type of thing. Matthew says his girlfriend has never made a payment on the mortgage and no longer lives there. And Matthew, who listens to the show, thanks, Matt, for listening, it says that they bought the house as tenants in common. So he's wondering, the girlfriend's gone. Apparently, they're both on the deed and the mortgage, but she's never made the payment, so he's been making the payment. So Chuck Crosby over at the Crosby Law Offices. So what do you suggest? What should Matt do at this point?
Well, I can't tell you exactly what to do on this. What I can say is that it kind of is a study in a very problematic area. Kentucky has laws dividing property between spouses, but not between boyfriends and girlfriends. This is the same thing as if you and I just went in partners on a piece of property and put our names on the deed.
Right.
If we don't act fairly towards each other, then that's a lawsuit. Now, in this particular case, he's living there. He's been making all the payments. If they were a married couple, the courts would take all this into consideration. But in this case, he'd have to try and file a suit for partition to have the property divided up. But the fact of the matter is, she owns half of it, he owns half of it. Nothing's going to happen without her. Now, the fact that it's tenants in common, that just relates to what happens if one of them passes. Namely, if she passes, it doesn't go 100% to him, as most of these deeds are set up in joint survivorship, where they own the property 50-50. If one passes, the other owns it 100%. Tenants in common, they own it 50-50. If one of them passes, it goes to their heirs. So that could be all, if she has children, it could go to the children. If not the children, then to her parents. If not her parents, then her siblings. I mean, it can get very convoluted. The thing is, if he wants to get the property partitioned, it's possible under certain circumstances, but again, you got to meet those circumstances.
Got it. All right. So this is a warning to any boyfriend, girlfriend, parents of kids who might be boyfriend, girlfriend. Before you do anything like this, where you buy a home together, make sure you consult an attorney like Chuck Crosby, because Chuck, you can put together some paperwork that has teeth.
Yeah,
in it.
there's paperwork that can be put together, but when I see this, normally it's oh, this is my girlfriend, we're going to get married. No, she's not putting down anything, or no, he's not putting down anything. The loan's only in one of their names. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I agree completely. A reminder, if you want to see a replay of this show, because we do this on video and going to YouTube, you can go to LouisvilleAnswers.com. This may be a topic that we just broached that you might want to discuss with kids that maybe in a relationship. Also, if you want to see some of our past shows and also questions I break out of these radio shows, I break it into questions and we put that back up, and you can go to LouisvilleHomesTV.com. That's LouisvilleHomesTV.com.